Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video I want to talk about the Reliance Jio plans. And lately in the last couple of days there has been a lot of publication posting about Reliance Jio. A lot of YouTubers also have posted videos on it, but they are missing some of the facts and the minor details that you should know if you are opting for the Jio plan. The good thing is that after September 5th almost anybody can get the Reliance Jio for free, that SIM card, and use it completely free till 31st December. So, but again, they say that it is unlimited data and stuff. That's technically true, but not fully true. And I want to highlight some of the details that is missing that you should know. And also I'll talk about the plans that Jio is offering. Are they way better than other providers? Yes, they are definitely better than what Airtel, Vodafone, etc. are providing, but are they really game changing? One thing I really liked about the Reliance Jio plan is that if you talk a lot, you should really opt for that, because Reliance says talking will be completely free even while you roam. So STD calls, and while roaming also you can make voice calls and they will be free. But as of now, I would say the calling is not very reliable. And if you guys follow me, you guys know that I have been using this Reliance Jio SIM from May onwards. I got it via this Flame handset. I was in that preview offer. Currently I'm in the preview offer, and now this SIM is sort of unlocked. So now it is working with any VoLTE handset. Currently I'm testing it with this Asus Zenfone 3, which is VoLTE compatible. So the good thing is that it works. But again, in terms of voice calling, the reliability is not that great as of now due to interconnect problems with other providers like Airtel, etc. For example, if you're just calling from a Reliance Jio SIM to another person who has a Reliance Jio SIM, the call connects immediately. But let's say if you want to connect to some other provider like Airtel, Vodafone, you have to dial about 5-6 times. Calls are not getting connected. Maybe this can be solved after the commercial launch, but that is the issue right now. But apart from that, the biggest thing about Reliance Jio is data. And now Reliance has started this new plan called the Welcome Plan, and from September 5th onwards, if you go and get a SIM, you'll be in that Welcome Plan. The good thing again with that is calls are unlimited and you get free data till 31st December. Now you might be asking, you might be currently like me in the preview plan, and the thing is that all users who are currently in the preview plan will automatically get migrated to this Welcome Plan. And again, I'm going to post all the screenshots, etc. Those are officially from Jio.com website. That is Reliance's own website, and I'm not just building up stuff. These are actual facts that you guys should know. And the thing is that many people think that yes, Reliance is telling that in this welcome offer, when you opt, the data is unlimited and it's completely free. Technically it is free, but not completely unlimited, guys. And I'll talk about the data throttling issues also that I've been facing with this Reliance Jio SIM. Again, I've been using it for quite some time, but data throttling and speeds have gone down drastically, at least here in Hyderabad during the past 3 weeks. I've got similar reports from other users from Chennai, Delhi. So it's happening in major big cities. The speeds have fallen down quite a bit. Again, stay tuned to this video. I'll talk about the speeds. In fact, I've shot down videos where actually you can see the throttling and the mockery that Reliance is doing with the speeds. Again, stay tuned for that. But first, let's look at the welcome offer. And again, as I've told you, Reliance says that with this welcome offer, you get data unlimited. But just look at the highlights that I have made on the screen. It's 4 gigabytes of data per day that you get with the high speeds. Thereafter, the speeds will fall down to 128 kilobits. So if you are even in this preview offer, we didn't have a restriction like that on this preview offer. And I know some people who used to download 10-15 gigabytes of data per day. But now when we move to this welcome offer, it's 4 gigabytes per day. And after that, the speeds will fall down to 128 kilobits. Again, it is technically unlimited, but yeah, after 4 gigabytes, the speeds will fall down. So that is one thing you have to be aware of. Again, you can I'll have some of the links in the YouTube show notes, direct links for the Jio website. That'll give you more details. And again, as I've already told you about the restriction of 4 gigabytes of data per day. Now let's move to the commercial plans that Reliance has launched. There are a lot of plans, guys, in prepaid and postpaid, but I'm just showing you some of the popular plans that people might opt for. And again, you have to opt for one of these plans after 31st December, because from 1st January 2017, Reliance, it's going to be a commercial service. So the basic plan is that 149 rupees. The good thing is that with any of the plans, you get free voice. That's excellent. If you make a lot of voice calls, that should be great. And I hope Reliance by that time, we have some time till January, they should solve the interconnect problems that we are having when we make calls to other providers like Airtel, Vodafone, etc. So if you make a lot of voice calls, that should be great option. It's free. But if you offer the basic plan, that is 149 rupees plan, you get data that is just 0.3 gigabytes and unlimited at night. This is one thing that many of the other publications are missing, and I got this information directly from Reliance website. And yes, it's unlimited at night, but what? The timing is really weird. It's from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. That is the unlimited at night. So unless you just work at night or are awake at night, I don't think so it just makes any sense calling that unlimited at night. If it was from, let's say, 11 o'clock at night to again like morning 6 o'clock, it would have made some sense, but it is from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So just forget about unlimited at night, I would say. So you're just going to get 0.3 gigabytes of data on this basic plan. Again, there's the next plan called 299 rupees, but that validity is just for 21 days. So let's look at the plans that are valid only for 28 days. So the next plan is this 499 plan. And with this, we get 4 gigabytes of data that is free. Again, one thing you might have noticed, we also have this Wi-Fi data, and on this 499 plan, it says 8 GB. This Wi-Fi data will be useful only if you live in an area where Reliance has their Wi-Fi hotspots. So basically near hospital, railway stations, schools, etc. They might have Wi-Fi hotspot. But again, if you're truly mobile, then again, this Wi-Fi data does not make any sense in my opinion. So essentially, you are just getting about 4 gigabytes of data with that 499 plan. And if you move to the 999 plan, you get 10 gigabytes of data. And you might be asking, what happens if I finish this 10 gigabytes of data? If you finish that, then you'll be billed at 250 rupees per gigabytes, or that will be about 10 kilobytes per pulse. So Reliance touting that 50 rupees per gigabyte. Again, it's not that applicable, I would say, unless you opt for the very high plan that is about 5,000 rupees per month. You're not going to get data for that low cost. You can do some data top-ups also. For example, apart from that, if you finish your data, as you can see on the screen, the basic top up is for 151 rupees, and for that you get 1 gigabyte of data. So if you opt for these data top ups, yes, you can get it for a lower price. But again, the basic one, it will cost you 151 rupees per gigabyte. But if you opt for the add-on 3, that is 451 rupees, you get about 4 gigabytes of data. So that works to about 112 rupees per gigabyte. But if you opt for the 1,000 rupees one, you get about 10 gigabytes of data. So it's close to about 100 rupees. So again, technically speaking, that Reliance touting 50 rupees per gigabyte of data, that is not entirely true, I would say, unless you're going for very heavy data top-ups. So guys, again, still I love the fact that Reliance is making voice calls completely free. So that'll be great if you talk a lot. So that's a good thing. But again, in terms of data caps, strictly speaking, I was expecting a lot more. For example, the most popular plan might be the 499 plan, and that we just get about 4 gigabytes of true mobile data. I was strictly expecting a lot more. Again, apart from this, again, do share your opinion about the data plans that Reliance has in the YouTube comment section. Now let me talk about the actual usage experience that I'm having. And I'm experiencing a lot of data throttling with this Reliance Jio SIM. For example, as I've told you, I have put this on my Zenfone 3. And if I do speed test, I get very good speeds of about 35 to 40 megabits. But again, what is happening is that if you try to do heavy downloads, the initial speeds, you'll get really good speeds for about 150 to 200 megabytes of data. But after that, Reliance is starting to throttle down the speeds drastically to about 2 to 3 megabits per second. So as you can see, I actually recorded this and I was trying to download this game, that is Asphalt. And after about 350, 400 MB, and the data speed started to drop down drastically. As you can see, just about 2-3 megabits. It was taking about roughly 3 to 4 seconds to download 1 MB of data. Again, this was in morning. One thing that I've noticed is that generally in morning I'm getting pretty good speeds, but as the day progresses, at least least in the metros, I've got this news from other users also. I'm in Hyderabad, but I've got reports from other users from Chennai, Delhi, that again speeds are getting slower and slower. Earlier this was not the case, and if you guys follow me, I have even said that I did my live Q&A over the Reliance Jio hotspot connection, but right now the connection is so unreliable that I simply cannot even think to do that. Again, earlier today, I started downloading this Nova 3, and it was around 12 p.m. as you can see. And it started fine, but again, after about, it went slow after 200 MB, really slow, but now it's really, really slow. It's downloading just 1 MB in about, 30 odd seconds. So really slow, less than a megabit of speed. But let's do a speed test. As you can see, the speeds were not good, but let's do a speed test right now to see how is the speed test. Even though the downloads I'm not getting as good. So I'll just select a server, and I know the server is good, reliable. So I'm just using that. And let's try the speed test and do it. And it's starting. And as you can see in the speed test, we are getting really good speeds, about 15-16 megabits. But the actual download that we were doing, the Nova 3, that was not even touching half a megabit now. And as you can see, download we got 18 megabits, and upload is also good at about 9.5, almost 10 megabit, I would say. Yeah, 10 megabit. So we're getting very good speeds when we do tests like speed test, etc. And as you can see, I even got a speed test of about 40 megabit earlier. But again, when we actually see the download speeds, it is really pathetic, really slow for big downloads. It's seriously just throttling down the speeds. So it looks like Jio is just detecting if you're using apps like speed test to check your bandwidth. They are just boosting up the speed so that you get to see good speeds. But actually, when you do heavy downloads and heavy streaming and stuff, they throttle down the speeds. As you can see, it is stuck at 784 MB. It's not moving. It's moving very slow. It's just downloading 1 MB in about 30 odd seconds or so. Again, I've noticed that this throttling down of speed is more prevalent in bigger cities and metros. Some users from smaller cities are still getting good speed. So it looks like obviously Hyderabad is sort of a big city now. The network is sort of getting congested. So it might even happen to smaller cities. So again, you have to be aware of this throttling issue. It is real, but if you just do speed tests and stuff, there you get good speeds. But if you try to do heavy downloads and stuff, so Reliance is really throttling down the speeds, and you should be aware of the same. Again, if you're doing casual browsing and stuff, this will not affect you, because even after throttling down, it's hovering around 2 to 3 megabits per second, which is perfectly fine for browsing. But again, I also use this connection sometimes as a Wi-Fi hotspot, and earlier I could easily stream YouTube videos and stuff even at 1080p, but now initially if I start streaming a YouTube video, it'll work fine for 5-6 minutes, but after that, even at 720p or let's say even at 480p, it's starting to buffer. So clearly it shows that Reliance after some time is starting to throttle down the speed. But the good thing is that if you don't use the connection for about, let's say, an hour and again start using it, again you get a speed boost and you don't get throttled for some time. So that is what I have noticed about this throttling issue that I'm noticing with this Jio 4G connection. I hope after the commercial launch, this should not happen. But anyways, right now it is happening. And again, regarding the unlimited offer, welcome offer, yeah, till 31st, the services are sort of free. But again, there is a soft cap of 4 gigabytes of data per day. Again, for normal users, it won't be an issue. But if you are sort of very heavy user, you might get affected. And thereafter, the speeds will throttle down to 128 gigabytes for that particular day. So again, guys, what do you think about the data plans of this Reliance Jio? Do you think they are really aggressive? And what do you think about this unlimited night? I feel, frankly speaking, the night unlimited timings are really absurd. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. It just does not make any sense. So again, guys, would love to know your thoughts in the YouTube comments below. Again, if you feel this video was helpful, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.